So, like, does the current affairs, the election, have you on edge?
It is what it is.
Sometimes,
But
like it.
it is. But I'm hoping that it looks like what we're hoping for is gonna happen. So I'm praying on that. But other than that, yeah, it's
Got
a
what
lot.
we got.
Everybody's pretty much on their seats, like, oh my God, is he gonna be out? Is he gonna be out? Because
Man.
Yes.
So, okay, so tell me a flow of your day and how today went. I know last night you had high anxiety just because it's just like, okay, are we going to find out today? Like, what's good?
Right. I'm telling you. So yesterday, I went to vote. When I went to vote, it was like, I've never seen the lines as long as they were. They were like wrapped around the building. So I was like, I went to because we don't have our local voting areas right now due to COVID. So it's like they're spacing everybody out. You're going to different locations that you're not normally going to. So but it was just packed. It was packed. And then today everybody's talking about it, what happened yesterday. And but I do have to say that out of all of that, the lines were going by quick. People were in and out. It was very organized.
Right.
Were following the rules and directions, and the mask was on. So it was pretty awesome though. It went okay.
It was probably just as intense though, like, because this is kind of like the do or die elections.
Yes.
Like, another 4 years, you got to make something happen right now.
Right. Especially for the people, because the way the people are now, it's like there's no mercy.
It's no mercy.
Yes, especially we hear Breonna Taylor, hometown. Say her name. We do, and it's like what's up? What's gonna happen?
Right.
Somebody make a difference.
And I'm glad you said that. So that brings me, to my very first official question. Who were you before the Fit life, or who are you?
I am, of course, Quintina McDowell. A lot of people know me as Monnai. They call me Monnai. And I started J. Cortez Fit in 2018. I had a transition of my own where my late sister that passed away, she was all into health and wellness, and she used to always tell me, you need to get healthy and you need to take care of your body, and come on, let's go work out. And I was like, I'm not doing that, and I want to eat this, I want to eat this. And she's like, no, you need to take care of yourself. And so that's what kind of prompted me to changing my lifestyle, along with going through other personal situations. Of course, we all have those. Right. But I'm a real big advocate on I have to feel comfortable in my own skin. I have to feel good about me, So right. Regardless of what other people seen on the outside, I wanted to feel that myself. You know what I mean? So I started J. Cortez because I was there was a lot of women who connected with me, or caught a vibe from me that they were like, oh, so how do you get your body that way? Or what are you doing, and what are you eating? And and to go on this journey that I went on, like I told them, I said, I challenge myself. A lot of people can't challenge themselves. Like I tell some women, you may want to start out with 1 or 2 days. For me, I did a whole 30 days straight. I just dived straight. And I said, but sometimes it takes people, to do a little bit at a time, to see how you would do, and then gradually, push forward. So I tell a lot of them that if you can get through the first 7 days, then you can make it through the rest.
That is right. Discipline.
Yes. It takes a lot of that. A lot of discipline. Like when I did J. Cortez Fit is fitness and transformation. And transformation is not just fit as far as physically. It's not just going to a gym. You have to mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you have to feel that. You know what I mean? It's all of this. So when you're doing fitness, and you're doing a transformation, it starts in the mind.
Right.
You know, so if you think it, then you can do it. If you don't think you can do it, then you won't do it. You know, so it takes a lot of dedication and discipline to be able to make that transition in your life.
That is an absolute fact. It is not easy. It is not for the faint of hearts. So, and exactly what happened that made you jump head first into the natural and organic lifestyle?
Just feeling comfortable with myself, and then like you gotta understand, like the foods that we eat, it causes us to be sluggish, or you know what people call lazy,
right?
You know, tired, and you know, fatigue or whatever. And so for me, it was like I have a lot of ambition, and I'm like, I get from my okay, I don't want to do this. You start making excuses. I was making excuses. And for me, like I teach my kids, don't make excuses. You know, you figure it out. Figure out what you can do, what you're gonna do, how are you gonna prevent it, what are you gonna do to change it, you know? So I started myself I just wanted to be a better me. I went through a divorce in my personal, you know, as far as my personal life, and I was just I was eating a lot. I was isolating myself. I went through depression. I went through a lot of things, you know what I mean? And so I was like, oh, I got to get myself back up. Like, this is not for me, you know? Right. So for me, it was like, do you want to change, or do you want to continue the path that you're going on? You know what I mean? So I took my before and after pictures, and I was like, okay,
girl,
I'm going to do this. And I'm going to feel good about me. I got to love me again. I got to get me back, you know, and it's all about me, you know? So that's what I started that 30-day. I did, I made my own green juice, and everybody, when I go to work, everybody was like, what's that green stuff? I was like, it's just my green. I didn't even give it a name. I was like, it's just my green juice. And it was just like fruits, raw fruits and vegetables. I had my sea moss. Of course, I put my sea moss, and then I have my my gallon of water. I started out with a half a gallon, and then I worked my way up to a whole gallon of water a day. But I did that 3 times a day for 30 days. And I'll tell you, my first week, the first week that I was doing my challenge is when I seen a difference in myself. Like I could feel this glow. I had this glow. I was feeling confident. I was happy. Wasn't anything bothering me. Like I didn't have a lot on my mind. And I was like, oh, I can do this. So I kept doing it. Right. You know, and I've continued it, you know. So I love it. I love it. And so now I encourage other women who are and who have gone through similarities, situations that I've gone through. And I try to mentor them and help them, you know, to, you know, just put yourself first and think about your health and your situation, and, you know, and how you're gonna be a better you, so that you can be a better person for someone else, you know. Right. So people who depend on other people, you know, you have a lot of people that depend on you. Like for instance, my kids depended on me. So it's like, I have to get me right. I have to be here for them. I have to be able to, you know, be there for them. You know, if they go through this situation, I got to be the one to help them get through it, you know? Right. So yeah, that's where my transitions.
I was like, my camera doing a jumping jack flash, like, what's good? I'm like, oh Lord. So then, and that brings me, I'm gonna jump down a question, because you're leading me into another question that I'm curious about. As far as you're concerned, what does self-care mean to you, and how do you apply it in everyday life?
Self-care means to me, just as I said, like as far as mentally, like it's important that we take care of our temple. I call it, that's what it is. And you know, our well-being and our self-care is so important, because if you don't take care of yourself, like I said, you can't be here for anybody else, you know. Right. And then it affects you mentally, you know. And we have to make sure that we, you know, take care of of our needs and our,
Right.
our inner and outer self, you know. So that was a big part of my transition as well. Taking care of myself, because who else is,
Right.
you know. And then I'm not too fond on physicians. I thank them for everything they do, you know, but I do believe in natural herbs, natural essential oils and skin products and whatnot, because everything that we consume and everything we apply to our body it has pores, you know. So
Right.
whatever in your body and whatever you put on your body is your body consumes it. So it's very important that we take care, that we have self-care, and we really implement that in our lives.
Right. And again, it brings me to another question. I have used sea moss a lot, and it definitely gets your heart going, gets you pumping, like literally in a crazy way. But what else is it good for aside from that?
Sea moss, it gives you 92 minerals out of 102 minerals that we're supposed to have in our body daily. It removes toxins, it removes mucus, helps with high blood pressure, you know, bring high blood pressure down. It helps with anxiety, helps with inflammation. It does just about everything. Gives you a lot of energy, and it most definitely builds your immune system up.
Right.
When I started taking sea moss, I could tell in my first week. And a lot of my customers that I have, like I've had several customers who are now off of their high blood pressure medication because of it. I have another customer who is off of diabetic medication.
Wow.
Because, so I mean, it does everything. I mean, I love it. It's a game changer, you know.
It is.
And and a lot of people, like when I speak to them and I educate people about the sea moss, they like don't question it. But I'm one of those who go look it up, you know. Don't believe everything I say, go look it up, you know.
Right.
Because that's what I do. I'll research you, you know, and then I'll have my questions, you know. But it's like, you know, they know about it, you know, and it's a game changer. But it does, I mean, everything, skin, your hair. Like for the original, I make original, and I also make fruit infused.
Wow. Okay, let's get into that, girl. Fruit.
Yes.
Fruit.
Yes, and I use natural fruit. Okay, so natural fruit or frozen fruit only. No canned nothing, because it got syrup and sugars and all that stuff in it. So the fruit I use, I like to use berries. Berries are more high in antioxidant. Okay, anytime you have berries is high in antioxidant. The colors of fruits and vegetables dictate something. You know, like red is heart, green is, you know, builds up your immune system. Orange, you know, then you have your berries that are high in antioxidant as well. So I use my big seller is strawberry. Everybody loves strawberry. Strawberry and blueberry, and then I use the original. And let me go back. So the fruit is also like to, you know, a little bit about, you know, help you with the taste. Right.
Because it tastes terrible.
Yes. So I mean, but for me, like I'm used to it, so it doesn't.
Right.
You know, but for a lot of people like who are just starting with sea moss, you know, I do a little fruit, you know, so that
I like that
a little bit, you know. And you know, when I make the gel, I tell them you do 2 tablespoons. You can consume 2 tablespoons a day, or you can take 2 tablespoons and put it in your own smoothie and mix it. You're still gonna get the same effect.
Right.
Original sea moss, the one with no fruit, is the one I use for like my skin. I use it for like my face, for like I make a face mask. If you have body acne, you can put it on your body acne. You can put 2 tablespoons in your bath water. You can also consume it, and it's good for natural hair. It gives you a natural shine to your hair. So it's good for eczema, good for asthma as well. So, you know, when you have your original sea moss, you can do so much more with it.
Right.
tell people when they do the fruit infused, I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do that on my face. I haven't tried that. I'm not gonna tell you to try it.
Right.
I do the original. But I mean, I love it. Like people like now, people like, do you have on makeup? I don't, you know. And now we're working on, my daughter and I are working on different skin products. Products using sea moss. Yeah, we're doing like a sea moss lip scrub. We have the face mask. We're doing a sea moss lip gloss. So we get creative with it. So it's exciting though, you know, to just know how much you can do with one product.
Right.
You know? And it does everything for you. It
has so many minerals in it, so you just can't go wrong with it at all.
Yeah. But if you think about it, our whole body is a mineral. We have minerals all in through us. You
sponge. We are a sponge. Like with my sea moss, I put it in my I use the actual sea moss and put it in my coffee because it's ground up anyways. So I'm just wanting my stuff steamed, so you really can't taste it. So it ain't a lot that you can do with it. So like, and as far as using it in a smoothie, what's your favorite smoothie? What's your favorite beverage?
Oh, I love, I put it in my tea. I put soursop tea too. So I put it in my tea. But I love blueberry. I love blueberry. I just, and for me, like, I don't have a, like, I'm not a big salt intake. Like, I don't consume a lot. So I drink, like, I make my smoothies. I make sea moss smoothies, and I'll drink a 32 ounce.
Wow.
It also carbs your appetite.
Right. Yeah. I mean, don't try to chew it. Lord forbid, try to chew it without a bit.
But you know what? You can never get too much sea moss. Sea moss is there's no limit on sea moss. The only thing I tell my customers is because I don't know your salt intake, it's just safer to do 2 tablespoons per day, because I don't know people's salt intake. And you know, sea moss comes from the sea. Right. And it comes from off a rock with minerals. You know, and the sea is salty. So, and I get mines, like I have dabbers. So mines is like real strong. So it's like,
wow.
Yeah, when you get in the sea moss, like I don't know what people's salt intake is. I don't want them to go and be like, oh, now my sodium's real high or whatever. You know, so I said the safe way is just 2 tablespoons. But for me, I don't consume a lot of salt. You know, and then I go to the gym. You know, so yeah.
And turn up.
I do.
Yeah. So, and it's interesting that you said that, because when you were saying that you have people that go get it, is there a such thing as good sea moss and bad sea moss?
I've heard of that. And I'm gonna tell you what I think of it. Now, sea moss, like I said, it comes from the sea. So when you're getting the sea moss from the sea and it's coming from off a rock, I've heard that some people have tried to make sea moss. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
When you put sea moss grows with the sea moving, you know, moving water, right? So if you take a piece of sea moss and you put it in your own water, put it in some water, and of course it's gonna grow.
Right.
So that's where people were saying, is this fake sea moss or real sea moss? Well, the way you can tell is because, first of all, the smell of it, you know, and then how it looks when you receive it. If it's already fluffy, they probably dried it out or something again. I'm not sure. I don't tell them, you know, but they do say that there's fake sea moss and there's real sea moss. Well, there's no such thing as fake sea moss, but people do try to create their own, you know,
of it.
Yes, yeah. So, yeah, but there's no such thing as fake sea moss. Sea moss comes from the sea, but there are different types. You have that come from different parts of the Caribbean,
right?
You know, so you have purple, you have green, you have white, you have gold. You know, but they do the same. They have the same minerals, you know. But of course, purple, like I said, green, the colors. That's how you can tell. Like as far as the antioxidant, you know, level. But you'll get the same minerals. You get the same effect,
regardless if it's purple or Irish moss.
Right. Correct.
Okay, all right. You educating me. You educating us. So, you offer a wide range of products on your site. Can you tell us about the top sellers on your site and the reason that they're so popular?
The top sellers are, of course, sea moss, and then I have soursop leaves. Soursop leaves. A lot of customers who have cancer, they like the soursop leaves because it helps with cancer. Then I have elderberry syrup, which is a big one, especially while about getting cold now.
Right.
And now they can't dictate if you have COVID or the flu now.
Right.
So,
or a common cold.
Right. So I've been selling elderberry syrup like clockwork.
Wow.
Because, and everybody's getting it, but it helps. It helps keep colds and flu-like symptoms and stuff away. So I get as a matter of fact, we take it every night. Like we take, a tablespoon of it every night, 2 tablespoons. And I have the duck flour.
I've never heard of that. That's different.
Yes. Duck flour is a powerhouse. It's a powerful detox.
Okay.
1 day detox.
What? Okay. You gotta stay indoors, huh?
Yes. You gotta stay indoors. And not only that, like it's an 8 hour. So anything can happen within those 8 hours. Okay.
Oh, or Lord.
Depending on how toxic your body is. But you sweat, you may vomit. You pressure. It does a lot of things. But what it does is it pours out all the toxins in your body. I've done it and I felt great after.
Right.
After I know everything. And of course you do. But once all of the toxins come out of your body, it's important that you go to an alkaline diet.
Right. Why?
Because it's like reintroducing your body into the foods again.
Oh,
that you were consuming. So you want to go into an alkaline diet and drink plenty of water so you don't get dehydrated. But once I've had some customers who have tried it, and my brother tried it, and he said he was having pains in his side, but they're gone now.
Right.
You just never know, what all you have in your body until you flush it.
Right.
But for me, like when I tried when I did the duck flour, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going back to what I was doing because I don't want to go through that again. But even like I've had some of my customers, they would consult their doctor. And their doctor would even tell them like, yeah, that's one of those you don't do it. You can only do it twice a year, like every 6 months. You don't do it no more than that because it's very powerful, depending on your body.
Wow, it just empties you out, everything.
Yes, ma'am. Also, go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
Shea butter. A lot of people, get order the shea butter, but I have because it's hand whipped. It's not that big hard rock.
Right.
Whipped, so it's real soft. And then we also have it in different scents, like orange, lavender, peppermint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little sensual station.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed something else on your site. You have a beginner's package on your site. So what made you come up with that?
Because a lot of people people who have families or people who are just getting started, like if you have a small family, for the beginner's package, that way you can get several different products. So you get the sea moss, you get elderberry, you get what else is in there? Ginger juice, and all of those help build your immune system up, and you take them daily. So it's like a beginning, like for people who are trying to start that transition, that transitional stage, and they like, oh, I want to do this, and I need to get this, and I needed to. So what I did is I created a package for those people who wanted to start like as a beginner, and then I moved it. I have other packages like for family, depending on your family size.
Okay, I can dig it. I love it. I love that you kind of put you were very thoughtful, just down to the sea moss. Like, okay, this doesn't taste that great. I mean, I might can chunk it down, but nobody else, no, definitely not be able to take it straight up. So I like that you added flavor to it for the people that's just unsure or might need something. Like you trick your kids into taking medicine and you're like, no, this is good for you, so I'm a doctor it up for you just so you can take it, but it's still all natural. Yes. So with all natural, like with your fruits and stuff, like what's that grocery bill look like over there? Because you're doing everything from scratch.
Yes, it is. It gets pricey, but you know, it's well worth it. It's well worth it. And that's what I look at. Like, even what I spend, I have to be true to my word. You know, I true to what I'm doing and what I'm consuming daily, because everything on my website I've tried. I'm my own walking testimony. You know, so I can only give you the information based on my experience. You see what I'm saying? So even with me spending, you know, X amount of dollars and stuff for the fruits and stuff, I'd rather do that than to, you know, spend less and you not get what I'm out here telling you that you're gonna get, you know? So then that'll be like false it wouldn't be like, it would be false advertisement. I'm telling you, you're getting something that you're not, and then you may feel a way that you would never ever feel because I'm using, you know, artificials. Right. So, and also, like I said, I consume it myself. So I'm only going to give you what I consume.
Right. So you know what they're getting.
Yeah, because a lot of people are like comparing themselves with me. Like, how's your skin? You know, and why you look so young? And how old are you? You know, and so if I'm giving them something different than what I'm taking, they're not going to see the same results that I'm seeing because they're taking different. So that it's very important to me to make sure that that I'm true to my word, because I'm true to myself.
So then this is my absolute last question. Where can our viewers and listeners follow you and just cop some of that good sea moss?
Well, my website is www.jcortezfit.com. I'm also on IG, so it's J_Cortez CORTEZ_FIT. Also on Facebook at J Cortez Fit. So they can follow me, they can message me, you can go to my website, you can even subscribe, and you'll get other, we'll be sending out some updates, and like we have a Black Friday special coming up. I'll be at a pop-up shop here in Louisville, Kentucky. So it's a weekend thing. So when I have my pop-up shops, I also run my sales on my website as well for the people who can't come out or people who are in different cities and states. So that's the same deal. And I'll post that on social media as well. So yeah, I'll be having that sale coming soon. And I also, so I'm excited about that. Like, it seems like every time I turn around, there's another one I'm being invited to. But I love it. I love it because I get to network, and not only network, I get to educate our people. You know, that's my passion, and that's the best part of it all, is being able to educate others on, the importance of taking care of yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually do have one more question. From the time that you started up until now, how has business grown?
Wonderful. It has been great. It has been great. I'm truly blessed. I went 100% into my business on March 17th of this year.
Congratulations. That is a transition. That's a testimony.
Yes. I went 100% into my business, and I have not looked back. I also started I have a nonprofit organization as well, a community center. So not only am I educating our, the adults, I'm educating our children as well. So I added my health and wellness as a program into my nonprofit organization.
Congratulations.
So thank you. They'll be making their own sea moss smoothie soon. So I'll be posting that as well. But business has been great. I'm very appreciative and grateful for the love and support that I have received from my own city and state. That Louisville has shown me so much love, and I'm forever grateful, along with the other states. I've also had some distributors, people who want to become distributors or buy wholesale, like the sea moss. And then I educate them as well on, how to make it. I send instructions, and I still have those people. I have people in Chicago, in Texas and Philadelphia, just all over, and it's been a journey, but through it all, it's been wonderful. I couldn't be more grateful.
Okay, so I lied. I have one more, and I promise this is my last question.
Any questions that you need?
Do you think that this is passion or purpose?
Do I think this is a business, or what was
passion or purpose?
Both.
Okay.
Yes, and the reason why, first of all, I remember not realizing what my gift was and praying that, what is my gift? And when I prayed on it, I came to the conclusion that my gift is my passion, and my passion is my purpose. I have to walk into my purpose to fulfill my passion. So once I did that, it was like, okay, now I know who I am. I know I know my purpose here now. And then when I speak to people and I'm educating people, they feel it. So when you talk to someone and you're educating them, and they can feel your energy and your excitement, and and your passion in it, they know it's real. Just as if you do have to explain it to them, So for me, it was both. It's both. I feel like I'm walking in my purpose, and there's no turning back.
Okay, I love it. Divas doing what they do. Cool. Yeah. So then again, tell people where they can find you and where they can follow you.
Hey, I am at www.jcortezfit.com. You can follow me on IG at J_Cortez_fit. And you can also follow me on Facebook at J Cortez Fit.
Okay, we got it. Thank you so much. You were a pleasure. And I'm going to order some of that doggone flavored sea moss from your site too, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Get you some and let me know how you do with it.
I'm going to write about it.
Yes. Love it. Thank you so much for having me. It was my pleasure. I really enjoyed speaking with you.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful night.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.